Hi, my name is John Hatch, and this is a 5th, 6th grade math lesson on graphing data using ordered pairs. And for this lesson, what you need is a math notebook, a pencil, graph paper, and a ruler. And if you need to go get some of that, this would be a good time, and I'll read off the standards for the lesson. First standard, RAA1. Investigate the relationship between two numeric patterns. RAA1A. Generate two numeric patterns given two rules. RAA1B. Translate two numeric patterns into two sets of ordered pairs. RAA1C. Graph numeric patterns on the Cartesian coordinate plane. RAA1D, identify the relationship between two numeric patterns. And finally, RAA2, write a rule to describe or explain a given number pattern. And to review some of the things that we need to know for graphing ordered pairs, this is a coordinate system, and we have quadrant 1 labeled there, and those would be positive numbers. So if you go to coordinate 2, you go to a negative, and then you would go up to the other number would be positive. In quadrant 3, both numbers are negative. And then finally, quadrant 4, the first number would be positive and the second number would be negative. So another thing to know is the point of origin, and that's 0, where the 0 comes together on the x-axis that goes to your left and right, and on your y-axis that is up and down. When we are graphing, we have in parentheses two numbers, and this is called an ordered pair. And for this example, we have 2, 3. And what that means is that the 2 is on the x-axis, so we go over 2 to the right, and then we go up 3 on the y-axis, and that would be called 2, 3. All right, let's look at this one. It says the Science Club has new plants that grow 1 inch every day. And they graphed the growth that they've had so far. And it shows that day 1, there's 1 inch of growth. Day 2, there's 2 inches of growth. Day 3, there's 3 inches of growth. And so they made a graph right here. And so they went on the x-axis over to the right 1, and then they went up 1, and there's 1, 1. The next is 2, 2. So they went to the right 2, and they went up 2. And then the next one is 3, 3. So you go to the right 3, and then you go up 3. And at that point, you can take a ruler when you get done, and you can draw a line, and you can see that line right there. When you have 3 points or more that come together like that, it's called collinear. And that just shows that there's a correlation between those points. And let's look at another one. The model building club at school is creating Lego kits to sell for a fundraiser. Each day they put together 2 kits. Graph the growth that the club has had so far. So on day 1, it shows that they made 2 kits. On day 2, we went over 2 to the right, and we go up 4. For day 3, we go over to the right to the 3, and we go up to the 6. And at this point, we can tell it's collinear because those 3 points all line up on this line right here. So we can see there's a correlation there. The drama club is working on a new play. They don't know if they can be ready in time. They perfect a scene in 3 days. How many days will it be for them to complete all 5 scenes? So we're able to graph. The first one here is 3, 1. The second one is 6, 2. So we went over 6 to the right and up 2. The next one is 9 to the right and up to the 3. Well, we can start to see that there's a line that should be able to be formed along there. So we can put the next point on there. So we go over 3 more to the 12. And then we go up to the 4. And then finally, when we go to the 15th day, we can go up to the 5. So they should be able to get 5 scenes in 15 days. All right, so we talked earlier about points being collinear, and that means that there are 3 or more points that form a line. and we can see an example of collinear, but there's also good to have non-examples. So right next to it is non-collinear, and we can see that there's points that are kind of all over the place, and they're not on the line. So that means that there's no correlation between those points. All right. Oh, this says that we're going to try some together. So this says the baking club is making cakes for the school carnival. Each day they will bake 3 cakes. How many will they have baked after 3 days? So on the first day, we can see that they went over 1 and up 3. On the second day, they went over 2 and then up 6. For the third point, they went over 3 and then they go up 9. And so they can see that after 3 days that they can bake 9 cakes. And right there, when we draw the line, taking your ruler, you can draw a line along there, and we can see that's collinear. All right, the bike club rides on the first day and then fixes people's bikes on the second day. They fix 4 bikes every 2 days. How many bikes will they have fixed after 3 work days? So we have a graph showing here their work, and when we plot it, it shows the first point on the x-axis. We went over to the 2, and good, we go up to the 4 on y-axis. The next point, yeah, we go over to the 4, and then you go up to the 8. All right, let's try one more point. The next one tells us to go over to the 6, and then to go up to the 12. So at that point, when we take a ruler and you draw a line, you can see it's collinear at that point. The school's Quilting Club makes and donates baby blankets. Every 4 weeks, they complete 2 blankets. If there are 16 weeks of school left, how many blankets will the group be able to make and donate? So we can plot our points. In the first one, we go over 4 to the right and up 2. The next one, we go over to the right 8, and we go up the y-axis 4. The next one, we go over 12 on the x-axis, and we go up 6 on the y-axis. And we can see that on the 16th week, they go over 16 and they go up to the 8. So they can make 8 blankets during the 16 weeks. And right there, again, you take your ruler, draw a line, and when all the points line up, we can say that that's collinear. All right, it says your turn. So on this one, it says the school's Quilting Club makes and donates baby blankets. Every 4 weeks, they complete 2 baby blankets. If there are 16 weeks of school left, how many blankets will the group be able to make and donate? So on your graph paper, I'll give you some time to be able to graph the points to find out how many baby blankets they'll be able to make in 16 weeks. All right, good luck. All right, let's see how you did. So on the first one, we want to graph that we go to the right 4 because it takes 4 weeks. And then we go up 2 because they were able to make 2 blankets during that time. So with your point right there, that's a good job. On the next one, we go over 4 more. So that gets us to the 8 on the x-axis. And we go up 4 more. So they've now made 4 blankets. On the next one, we go over 4 more, and that gets us to 12 weeks. And when we go up, then we are at 6 blankets. And then finally, at 16 weeks, we can see that they have made 8 blankets. So your points right there look great. All right, we draw a line through it, and we can tell it's collinear. All right, so we've been doing a lesson on graphing ordered pairs, and this is done on a coordinate system. Quadrant 1, this section is all positive numbers. Coordinate 2, the first number is negative and the second number is positive. Coordinate 3, both numbers are negative. And in coordinate 4, the first number is positive and then the second number is negative. And then you always start at the 0 right here, and that's the point of origin. Your first number goes along the x-axis, and then your second number goes along the y-axis. And then finally, when you plot that, it's written in parentheses. So we have this one written as parentheses 2, 3, and you close the parentheses. And that's how we do plotting ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. Hey, thanks for being a part of our lesson this week. Have a great day.